Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you a great recipe, which is an Olive Garden copycat meal that I've been making for years, and I don't even know if it's still on the Olive Garden menu, but it's Capellini Primavera, which is angel hair pasta, which is so light and yummy, topped off with a really magnificent sauce loaded with veggies. Can you see all the veggies? And broth and tomatoes. And you pour that over the pasta and it's fantastic. It's vegetarian. If you use vegetable broth, it's also vegan, although I top it off with some Parmesan cheese, so vegetarian. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and get started. I've got this pan hot. So we start with 1 stick of organic butter, or any butter, but 1 stick, and let that melt. Okay, so the butter has melted and I'm gonna add half of a large white onion that I diced, which looks to be about 1 cup of diced onions. I have 1 bunch of broccoli that I cut the florets off, and that's going in. Talking about some healthy goodness right there. And 1 good size yellow squash that I cut into pieces, going in. And 1 good size zucchini cut into pieces as well. This is like vegetable extravaganza, seriously, and I love veggies. And then I have 2 large carrots that I shredded. So we're gonna get this all mixed with the butter. This is like filled right to the top of the pot with just veggies. Yummy. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to mix it until those soften, but that's what we want. We want these veggies to soften a little bit, not turn to mush, not over soften, but soften enough. The broccoli needs to be, you know, semi-fork tender. We are gonna put all the juices on it, and once those boil, the veggies will cook even more. So we wanna saute them in this pan for approximately 4 to 5 minutes. All right. Smells super good. These veggies have been going for about 4 to 5 minutes, and I don't want the zucchini and yellow squash to get too soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and add our liquids. I'm gonna put the entire container of veggie broth. It's organic veggie broth. You could use chicken broth, you could use beef broth. You could use water with bouillon cubes. Whatever you have is fine. It's gonna be good either way. Okay, and I've got the heat to high now so that this comes to a boil. I've got 1 can of organic diced tomatoes. You could use the flavored diced tomatoes. You could use tomato sauce, stewed tomatoes, blended, whatever you have, of course. So 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm slightly obsessed with tomatoes. And more tomatoes, sun-dried, yummy. Love, love, love sun-dried tomatoes. These are the julienne cut that are packed in oil, loaded with flavor, and I'm gonna put, I'd say about 1/3 of a cup of those. Get this mixed around. It looks great. I'm gonna try to get a zoom in for you so you can see in the pan. Oh, and then we have garlic. So go ahead and crush in 4 cloves of garlic. All right, so this pot is really chock full, so we do not want to skimp on the salt. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons, and if you want to taste it and make sure that's enough, then do it, because it's full, like I said. And then several grinds, or about 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then I have Mrs. Dash Italian medley, which is good with pasta. And I'm gonna put 1/2 teaspoon of that. Really yummy. And even though it has some of these, I'm gonna put 1/2 teaspoon of basil And if I had fresh basil, I would definitely put it in, but I'm out. That was oregano, my bad. So half a teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of oregano, half of the Mrs. Dash Italian medley. Mix, mix, mix. So, yeah, I'm gonna let this come to a boil, let the flavors all seep together, make sure the broccoli is soft enough, and that's it. I mean, obviously I did all the prep work ahead of time, so you don't get to see exactly how long it takes, but it didn't take long to chop the veggies. So this is a super, super quick and easy dinner to make. Okay, so this is all done. I took it off the heat. So once all of the liquids come to a boil, you're gonna cook it for 2 to 3 minutes until the broccoli is soft enough. Okay, as soft as you like it. That's the veggie that takes the longest to cook. So, yes, I went ahead and cooked the angel hair pasta, Barilla, non-GMO. And I went ahead and scooped some in the bowl. And I would suggest for this recipe that you do not just dump all the veggies in the sauce over the pasta, because then the pasta sucks up all the liquid and it's not juicy, and it's better when it's kind of brothy and juicy. So scoop some pasta for each individual serving, and then go ahead and grab your veggies. And there's a good amount of broth here, so make sure that you grab lots of broth so it's like swimming in broth. This is a nice big bowl that my son will probably come in and demolish. And top it off with some fresh Parmesan cheese for sure, because fresh Parm is the bomb. And there you have it, a super fast and delicious and healthy dinner in a flash. Remember that all my recipes are down below, and I would encourage you to share these with your friends. And if you make them, share your results with me. Follow me on social media. And remember that if you're looking for new recipes that are healthy and delicious, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching, and have a super awesome day.